Hey everyone, this is Dream from Where the Yokels Grow. I thought I'd give you a little information about what I'll be growing this year, what seeds I'm going to be starting from January 1st through the 18th. Yes, I know it's early, but our last frost date is March 19th. So I like my plants to be established, so I start them inside in my greenhouses so that I know I have good strong plants going into my garden. So let's start with first what I have ordered that I'm still waiting on. I am still waiting on my onions. I've ordered 2 different sets. Yukon Gold potatoes. I ordered green beans, winter squash, honey nut, melons, sugar baby, and Gurney's Little Sweet Improved Hybrid. Fruit trees, I ordered American elderberry, a Yum Yum nectarine, a razzmatazz seedless grapes that are potted, a Chandler blueberry, a dwarf top hat blueberry, and a heritage raspberry. And as soon as they come available, I will also be ordering the Blushing Delight urban apple, and that'll be for my urban growers who don't have a lot of space but do have a great patio. Should you live in an apartment, yes, you can grow an apple tree. How about that? That's pretty crazy, huh? So here are a few things that I still have to order. I want to order the Fun Fill Sunflower, purple and green on those colors, and Bernie's Giant Lime Zinnias. I'm also going to be ordering the Ocelot Seedless Watermelon. Again, that's for you urban growers who only have small spaces, who can grow a watermelon also in a container. Dragon's Tongue beans, I need to order strawberry starts. And then for fall planting, I'll also be ordering the Merlot cabbage, the Monet cabbage, cauliflowers. We'll order Skywalker, Graffiti, and Flamestar. Various carrots, beets, turnips, parsnips, and rutabaga. But for now, let's talk about what I'm going to be starting seeds here between the 1st and the 18th. So for herbs, we have cilantro, 4 different varieties of dill, oregano, thyme, Italian basil, Italian oregano. We have artichoke, Utah celery. We'll also be starting some flowers, marigolds, caladium, zinnias, and a variety of sunflowers and nasturtium. Yes, I do start my flowers in pots because I have more success. And if anybody knows me, you've seen my sunflowers and they do phenomenal. Green beans, Kentucky Blue Lake. I'm also going to be doing Asian mosaic yard beans and just the traditional green beans that we see everybody grow. For tomatoes, we will be on our cherry tomatoes. It'll be Gary Eisen's Aunt Ruby's Yellow Cherry. Red currants, super sweet hybrids, large red cherry, sweet pea currant. Sorry, I got a lot to do, lots of pages to turn. For paste tomatoes, we're only going to be growing 2, and that's because I grew a lot of paste tomatoes last year, and I won't be growing them again. I just felt like they didn't do so good. So we're going to grow San Marzano and an Orange Chef. For regular, just medium-sized tomatoes, again, I'm not growing a lot of big tomatoes. I just didn't like them last year. So we're going to grow Ace 55, VF, and Homestead tomato. I've chosen those 2 varieties because both are heat tolerant and pretty much disease tolerant and yield large amounts of tomatoes. They do really good. Summer squash, we're going to have Black Beauties, Dark Star Zucchini. I'm probably going to mess this one up. Cosada Romazesco, Yellow Cricket Nut Squash, Eggplant, Long Purple, Winter Squash, Hybrid Butternut, and Honey Nut. Again, the melons are Crimson Sweet Sugar, Baby Kajari, Gurney's Little Sweet Improved Hybrids. Other herbs that we'll be starting, you can look down here. There's some of those little municipal herbs that we'll be starting. And those are hyssop, anise, hyssop, wild bergamot, borage or borage, depending on if you do tomato or tomato. 5 different varieties of milkweeds for our pollinator garden. yarrow, tansy, German chamomile, and Cardinal Basil. Now, I grew this last year. This is Cardinal Basil. That's why it's here, so you can see it in the plant. I didn't necessarily eat it, but boy, it sure is a pretty plant to have in your garden. So I'm going to grow it again this year. Sweet peppers. This year I'm trying a new one. This is a Shishito pepper. I've never eaten it. I got some at Whole Foods. Ate some of them. I thought they were pretty good because you can just toss them in a frying pan and saute them a little bit, and they're kind of sweet with a little tiny bit of spice, but not a lot. We're also going to be growing the traditional red, yellow, and purple beauties. On our hot peppers did phenomenal this year. So we're not going to be starting a lot of new plants because they actually survived and they're currently in pots in the greenhouse. We will have the New Mexico hot chili peppers. We have serrano peppers. We have ghost peppers. We have the South Carolina or North Carolina Reaper pepper. We have Anaheim peppers. We have a Black Beauty jalapeno pepper out there. All the plants are still doing really good. So we're going to start, we only had a couple of cayennes that survived. So we're going to do cayenne, another round of serrano, jalapeno, and banana. We'll also be doing cucumbers. The varieties I've chose are Pick a Bushel Hybrid and Muncher. Direct sowing carrots, nasturtium, pie pumpkin, and Jack B. Little. Corn, we're going to do Martian Jewels, which is this one, and this is a new one for me, and I think it's just going to be phenomenal because it's beautiful. And of course, your traditional Golden Cross Badam Hybrid. We will also be doing another video in a series on our green stalks that we have. If you're not familiar with green stalk is a vertical growing. And in that vertical growing, you can grow just about anything you want. Hopefully I can find a picture of my 2 green stalks and pop them in this video or in the, maybe down in the description so you can see exactly what they look like. But honestly, they can grow tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers. We grew squash, various herbs, strawberries. I mean, just about anything can be grown in a vertical tower, which is really great for those of us who have small spaces, or we just have a patio, or we're living in an apartment and we just have a small patio. Hopefully it's in the sun, so you can, so you can grow vegetables. Growing vegetables in an urban space, for 2 reasons. 1, you want fresh vegetables that are organically grown. 2, it's fun to grow something, to have that success and see it and know that, hey, I grew this, and you're putting it on your plate and you're feeding it to your family. That's an amazing feeling to do. And I think one of the biggest reasons is when we grow plants, whether they be house plants, gardens, we keep up our yards, we honestly help our earth. We keep our soils good. We keep some of the climate, it helps with climate control, especially when we're planting trees, whether those be potted trees or they're in the ground. It doesn't matter. Those trees are absorbing carbon. They're releasing it back into the atmosphere, and that one little tree releases oxygen back into our atmosphere. It sucks up the carbon, and so that we can live here on this planet, and that's a good thing. So will be more videos coming, and those videos will show you different ways to sterilize your soil. Should you not be able to buy, a lot of us can't afford big bags of organic soil. We just can't. But to sterilize soil, how to plant the seeds, when to plant the seeds. In our area, we are a Zone 8. And what that means is that we are a Zone 8A, and our last frost date is estimated to be March 19th. And when you start your seeds inside, or if you have a little greenhouse, or however you're going to do it, you want to start those seeds at least 8 weeks before your estimated last frost date, which for us in Arlington, Texas, or North Texas, is March 19th, 2022. So I look forward to hearing from you guys down in the comments. Please feel free to leave comments. I'm happy to get feedback anytime. I know for some of you, you'll probably say, oh my gosh, she's starting them too early. I've been planting and growing a garden for a long time in this area, and I've always started my seeds in my greenhouse this early, and I always have really good success. The only time I've never had a good success is when I ordered soil that was just, it was compost soil, and unfortunately it wasn't done breaking down, and it was hot, so it was really hard to grow things in that soil. So I'll see you in the next video in the next couple of days, and we'll be planting some seeds. I hope you have a very fun and safe New Year's, and I'll see you in 2022. Bye.